Today we're talking about cybersecurity in the world of crypto. So we have this article where the FBI is warning about hackers from North Korea when it comes to Bitcoin ETF security providers. So the article is actually warning about the fact that hackers from North Korea are working to hack the custodials of Bitcoin ETF. So we know that there's a lot of money that has been poured into the Bitcoin ETF. We're talking about billions of dollars. That's why the FBI came out with this article, this public service announcement about North Korea aggressively targeting crypto industry with well-disguised social engineering attacks. So a social engineering attack is an attack where they will try to find people that works for those companies or that are close to the people that work for those companies, and through them they will try to get into the asset custodied by those companies. So it's quite sophisticated when it comes to social engineering, and there's no risk, there's no zero risk. So it's totally possible that this can happen. So the fund managers for spot ETF must provide custody. So when it comes to the Bitcoin ETF, there's something that we have to understand. We have here two levels of risk. You have the brokers that are providing the Bitcoin ETF as a security, as an asset, so as a financial asset. Then you have the underlying asset, which is the Bitcoin. The question becomes, who is in charge of the custody of those Bitcoins? So that's where you have the two risk, actually. So there's so much money into the Bitcoin ETF that North Korea is targeting that money. They're talking about $15 billion in July 2024 when it comes to the Bitcoin ETF. So that's a lot of money just for one asset. But now the question is, what will happen if Bitcoin or Ether ETF gets hacked? It will be catastrophic, because if one of those assets is hacked, it means that people are going to start panicking and they will start selling off their asset because they will not know what's happening, what's going on. So they will start selling their asset, and the broker will stop providing that asset. They will have to stop providing the asset, and they will actually might go into bankruptcy. Who knows? So it will be catastrophic. So there's one of the analysts was saying that if a vulnerability was uncovered, Luke believed that plenty of the investors from non-hacked ETF would liquidate their positions, right? As a user would finally understand the risk of catastrophic loss involved, he said it would be hard to speculate how long the market would take to recover from such a shock. So it's going to be a big shock, a big wave in the market that we don't know how long it would take for market to recover. So it's a big deal if those platforms are to be hacked. Now, the co-founder of the centralized finance lending protocol, Moonwell, and a former software engineer at Coinbase Cloud, explained that Coinbase security infrastructure has several layers hackers will need to get through before they could inflict real damage, because we know that the biggest custodial for Bitcoin is Coinbase. So now the question becomes, is Coinbase ready to protect those Bitcoin? And then they're saying, yes, Coinbase is ready. Of course, Coinbase is ready. They've been doing this for a very long time, but there's no risk zero, right? So he said it would be highly improbable that a hacker could obtain access to the funds, but if a hypothetical attack were successful, the damage would be compartmentalized. So he's taming down a little bit, saying that, okay, the way the assets are distributed within the Coinbase custody system, it is not, they're not put in the same place. So if they were to be hacked, it might be just a portion of the asset. He said it would be highly improbable that hackers could obtain access to the funds, but if a hypothetical attack were successful, the damage would be compartmentalized. Okay, what about insurance? Coin Telegraph is highly doubt that many ETF investors understand all the risks involved, and that he believes investors may ignore the fact that the assets are virtually uninsured. So if you have bought Bitcoin ETF through VanEck, through BlackRock, those assets are not insured. Okay, because the prospectus from BlackRock's iShare Bitcoin Trust ETF stated that Coinbase Global, the fund's custodian, offers an insurance policy of up to $320 million. The amount may seem generous, but according to Coinbase, the exchange custodies 269 billion in digital assets. This means that 320 million insurance policy would cover only 0.12% of its AUM. So there's no insurance. So we have to be mindful of that when it comes to insurance. And the thing with the insurance in the world of crypto is that they will not insure all the crypto. They will insure the total amount. So they are not insuring one player. They're not insuring just BlackRock or just VanEck. They're insuring everyone within the same pot. So which is actually a problem. So there's another insurance that is called the SIPC, the Security Investor Protection Corp. But the SIPC insures up to $500,000 and $250,000 cash limit. And this is just on the brokerage side of the thing. It's not even on the Bitcoin side of the equation. It's not on the custody side of the equation. It's just if the broker goes bankrupt, that's when the SIPC will jump in. So if your crypto are hacked from the custodian, which is Coinbase, you are not insured. You are not insured at all. And the biggest challenge is that the US cryptocurrency custodial sector is highly centralized. Like almost all the brokers are keeping the asset with Coinbase. If you look here, you have Grayscale, ARK, you have BlackRock, you have Bitwise. All of them is Coinbase, 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 Coinbase. So it's like 90% of the custody is being done by Coinbase, which is quite problematic, right? If you think about it. So it's something that we have to keep in mind. And if that was to happen, it would be a big deal in the world of crypto. Crypto might go down for a very long time. Now, this is for people that have put their money in Bitcoin ETF. Now, what about all of us who are actually buying Bitcoin or we're buying crypto ourselves, right? You have to think about security when it comes to your asset, because I've met so many people that have been hacked in so many occasions that it's very important, something that we don't usually think about, but it's very important that you think about security, mainly when you're handling cryptocurrency, because there are a lot of hackers out there. So first thing first, make sure that your passwords are strong password, at least 16 to 17 characters, and you have to mix them, uppercase, lowercase, numbers, special characters, things like that. That's number one. Number two, two-factor authenticators. So there's the Google Authenticator that you can download if it's proposed. Always accept that. Take the Google Authenticator instead of the SMS. I know that Google Authenticator can be a little bit cumbersome to install and to set up, but do it. Do it because it can save your life. Because if someone is able to hack your account with your password, you have another level of security that they have to go through, which would be your two-factor authenticator, and they need that code, and that code lasts only 30 seconds, so it can actually save your life. Now, if you're using platform like MetaMask or Phantom Wallet, be careful when it comes to your seed phrase. Don't share them with someone, like someone that you don't trust. Keep them somewhere safe, use strong passwords, and always make sure that you disconnect from the platform once you're done. So those are a few tips about security that you can follow. So be mindful when it comes to security if you are dealing with cryptocurrency. I'll see you in another video.